Mary Cranston, a born and raised Californian, grew up in San Mateo, California with her 3 siblings. Their father, James Bailey, was a pilot for United Airlines before becoming a businessman, while Mary's mother, Betty Linnell Bailey, was one of the first women to receive an advanced degree in economics at Stanford University. Betty's strong support for Mary and her siblings' careers established a solid foundation that allowed Mary to begin carving her own path.
My grandmother was an incredibly smart woman, but at the time, the career opportunities were not really open to her. And so Grandma went from studying math at the highest levels to being a housewife. It didn't let her intellect shine. I think she instilled in her daughters, the world is yours, but you have to go take it.
Mary attended Stanford University in 1966. After graduating in 3 years as an undergrad, Mary went on to UCLA and received a master's in educational psychology, all while maintaining a valued twin bond with her sister, Susan.
Hello, my name is Susan Bailey, and I am Mary's twin sister. I am a practicing vascular surgeon in San Francisco for the past 34 years in private practice. Mary and I have been together since birth. I think the thing that I'm always most impressed with is her willpower. I mean, it's amazing. If she puts her mind to it, then she does it.
Mary spent 2 years as the office manager in the Stanford president's office before attending law school at Stanford Law and graduating in 1975, the first class with more than 1 or 2 women.
She just really has an intellect. The way she thinks about things, the speed with which she thinks about things are amazing. And, as her son, she's a great sounding board for anything that I need to think about. She just cuts through the noise and gets right to what matters.
Mary started her law career at San Francisco's oldest and largest law firm, Pillsbury, Madison, and Sutro. The firm included 150 men and only 5 women.
My name is Dorian Daly, and I met Mary just over 41 years ago when I was a senior in college and I was applying to be her paralegal. My initial impressions was this is a very dynamic and focused and intentional woman. The picture that pops into my head is this young woman charging into a very large conference room full of men getting ready for a deposition. And Mary and I are the only 2 women in the room. And when the questioning finally gets around to Mary, who's by far the youngest attorney at the table, she just blows everybody else away. She is so prepared, she's so focused, and she's targeted. And it happened in deposition after deposition after deposition.
She is not someone who needs to yell and boss people around. I think she has this quiet confidence about her. She's not someone who beats her chest and has this big ego in spite of her success as a leader. And so she really served as a role model for me growing up and someone that I looked up to and someone that I aspired to emulate.
Mary became partner in 1983, driven to become a famous trial lawyer and rainmaker. In 1995, Mary became head of the firm's litigation practice. As a large case litigator, she handled over 300 class action lawsuits and would later be elected to the American College of Trial Lawyers in 1998. Mary was the rainmaker she set out to be, and more.
So a friend of mine in high school was out golfing, and one of the people in the foursome was a lawyer. My friend said, "Oh, my friend's mom is Mary Cranston." The guy he was golfing with said, "Oh, the dragon lady?" And my friend just laughed, he just laughed out loud and told me the story. We all thought it was hilarious because, we all sort of just knew mom as this loving cheerleader on the side of the rowing course, and some guy is like, "The dragon lady, that woman she's fierce, she's tough. You don't want to cross the dragon lady."
In 1999, Mary was named chair and CEO of Pillsbury, the first woman ever to head a Global 100 law firm, alongside her managing partner and COO, Marina Park.
I first met Mary when I was a young associate at Pillsbury, Madison, and Sutro, and that was in the early 1980s. In 1999, we were elected to become the first all-women leadership group of a major law firm. Mary was the chair of our firm, and I was the managing partner. And we worked really closely together for almost 8 years.
when she became the leader of her law firm, I don't think people expected that. They probably thought, she's this great rainmaker lawyer and she'd just keep doing that like most lawyers do, but she didn't. She said, I wanted to go do something else.
Mary would hold the position of CEO until 2006. After 9 years of global expansion, success, and press, Mary found that her desire for fame and power shifted to a desire to help others, and so her board career began.
I'm Al Kelly. I'm the chairman and CEO of Visa, and I had the pleasure of first meeting Mary Cranston back in 2013 when I was actually interviewed by Mary to become a candidate to join the board of Visa as an independent director. And I've had the pleasure of working with Mary as a member of our board for the last 10 years. Upon first meeting Mary, it's all about how engaging she is. And when I think about what stands out about Mary is that she dives into the deep end of the pool, and everything she does, she is all in all the time.
As a board member, Mary is really known as someone who has a strategic framework and also does the hard work and gets things done. You can really rely on her to follow through.
Mary is currently a member of the boards of Visa, Chemours, TPG Capital, and AAA Insurance. She's served on many other boards with many other roles, but through all of her achievements, her most influential role may have been as an advocate for women.
So Mary inspires and lifts up women around her in a number of ways. First, she's just an incredible connector, just bringing people together, knowing that when you have community and connection, you're going to help each other out. And Mary has always reached behind her to lift up and provide opportunities for other women.
I've seen Mary stand up for me. And I so appreciate it when I have to make those hard calls and she stands behind me. And I think she does it for a lot of women. She stands up for people who she really has confidence in and confidence in their judgment and where they want to go. And I think in everything she does, she's a champion of women in the workplace.
Without question, the driving mission of Mary Cranston is to advance women, advocating, advising, coaching, promoting. She's an unbelievable advocate of women.
On a very deep personal level, she's very proud of her family, but I think on a professional level, I think she's most proud of how she's been able to help women find their way through our patriarchal society. Mentoring women has continued to be where she finds her happiness.
Mary's mentorship has helped me through a number of challenges, personal and professional. And she's been a very strong shoulder for me when I went through cancer and was trying to get back into the swing of things. To have someone like Mary, who is still demonstrating this just continued optimism and confidence in my future, well, it was a gift.
Throughout her career, Mary has remained deeply involved with Stanford as a chair for the Stanford Children's Hospital, Alumni Association, and the Law School Board of Visitors, as well as serving as a trustee. Mary continues to be an advocate, a philanthropist, and devotes much of her time to numerous organizations. Mary has been named one of the 100 most influential lawyers in America, as well as one of the best law firm leaders of our time. In 2005, Mary was the recipient of the Margaret Brent Award, the American Bar Association's highest award for women lawyers, given for legal excellence and for paving the way for other women lawyers. Through all this, some might wonder what could be next for Mary.
Well, she could try cooking, something like that. No, she's a good cook.
What I would love to see my mom try is like skydiving or something like that. I think she'd really hate it. Yeah, it'd be great to see her try and, relax a bit more. She's so diligent and she would just work so hard and she's always thinking about all these things she's involved with. We just sit on a beach for a day and just see what happens. It might totally backfire, I don't know, but it would be interesting to see.
I don't know what's next for Mary, but all I know is she's going to be active. What's not next for Mary is resting 24/7 and not doing anything that gives back to others.
Mary is a leader, a trailblazer, a generous mentor, and a wonderful sister, mother, and grandmother. It is with great pleasure that ChIPs Network inducts Mary Cranston into the ChIPs Hall of Fame.
Okay, Mary, congratulations. You are an amazing woman. my best friend, and I love you very much, and I'm very proud of you.
Congratulations, Mom, on your induction to the ChIPs Hall of Fame. We're really proud of you as always.
Mary, congratulations on this great honor. We are so happy for you, so proud of you, and so inspired by you. And we just love you so much. Congratulations.
Mary, on behalf of Peggy and I, our board, our 25,000 employees globally, we congratulate you. We're so proud of you on being inducted into the ChIPs Hall of Fame. You are a very, very deserving entrant.
Mary, congratulations on this induction. I can't think of anyone who deserves it more.
So Mary, congratulations on this incredibly well-deserved recognition. It's been my honor to know you for almost 40 years now. I've benefited personally. Thank you for all that you do. I'm proud of you.
Mary, I want to congratulate you on your induction into the ChIPs Hall of Fame. You're so deserving of this recognition. For me, you have been an incredible role model. You, in a way, have given me my future. I worked hard, but it was as your example. I can't thank you enough for what you've done for me and what you have done for others. And I'm so, so proud to have been one of your mentees and to be your friend.